The Melbourne Brain Centre is the aggregation of the Florey Neuroscience Institutes, the Mental Health Research Institute and the University of Melbourne. And these three groups together really make one of the largest neuroscience groups in Australia and certainly worldwide. We have here at the Melbourne Brain Centre two of the most wonderful buildings, which will house over 500 researchers dedicated to neuroscience.
Superb in bringing people together from wide disciplines: chemists, biologists, mathematicians, physicists, cell biologists, geneticists, all of these various backgrounds, and enabling this transfer of knowledge in both directions, both from the clinic and the bench, and the very basic scientists being able to talk to those who work in the hospitals.
And what we're on about is firstly discovery, but also translation of those discoveries to something which is applicable and important to patients and to the community in general.
So there are a number of areas where there's no doubt at all that the researchers at the Melbourne Brain Centre are absolute world leaders. For example, in epilepsy, multiple sclerosis, stroke and Alzheimer's disease.
These are big problems which the community faces. Almost no one in our community is untouched by those diseases.
Such a major impost on our cost of delivering health services, and they're going to get even bigger as the ageing population grows in Australia.
We've become involved in generating more sophisticated ways of imaging the brain. And we have a dedicated imaging centre here, which is going to be really important in doing that.
The ability to use video conferencing has really revolutionised communication across campuses.
A very large part of this building is due to the benefaction of many different people. Without their support, it wouldn't have happened. And we've depended on them not only for the capital expenditure, also for ongoing support.
The philosophy of the design of the building that we're in at the moment is one of openness, of the ability for researchers to collaborate equally, particularly among the research groups. Compared to the old facilities, it's like night versus day.
Anyone who walks into this building is uplifted, and you just want to achieve in this context. And I think we can see that in the other nodes as well. That really people are enthused to work in this environment.
People who wouldn't normally talk to each other will, for the first time, be able to interact in our fabulous new staff room. And we're just creating a facility here to promote this intellectual sparring and creativity amongst these young postdocs.
We have a really great nexus between science and quality of life in Melbourne. And so I think the Melbourne Brain Centre can play off that, and that's going to be for our benefit for the future in terms of attracting the best and brightest to this environment.